If you've been in real estate for longer than, let's just say, an hour, you've probably noticed one huge trend, one big epidemic on the MLS, which is terrible images, terrible photography of the listings that you are trying to sell to your buyers or you're trying to sell to your investors. So that is a huge issue that happens on the MLS, and I know at this point you know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's those images that just are bad. And here's the thing, there is a solution, and this is exactly what I want to highlight for you today. You don't have to pay somebody to edit your photography. So once you get the pictures back from your photographer, hopefully they've cleaned them up, hopefully they've done a good job enhancing them. But in case they didn't and they're not gonna touch them up for free, then you have a solution right here. You don't have to pay $2 per image to get your photography enhanced. I want to introduce to you my very special software that I want to introduce, which is dscribe. Now, some of you might already know that I am part owner in dscribe, so I want to really fully acknowledge that and also come clean with you, because I am coming from this with a tilted I guess perspective, because I do have part ownership here. But at the end of the day, this was a solution that is being brought forth to the marketplace for you real estate agents that need some help with your image enhancement. You no longer have to pay $2 to, let's just call it boxbrownie.com, specifically calling out a company out there that charges you quite a bit to do this. We use artificial intelligence to improve your images, and I'm going to show you exactly how simple that is. And if you're thinking artificial intelligence, what are you talking about? I thought the same thing, but our engineers absolutely crushed it. Check this out. So I'm gonna just create a property listing. I'm not gonna go through and create all of this right now. I only wanna highlight the image enhancement tool, which is included in our standard package of dscribe. So I'm just gonna put just some basic information here. Nothing to see here. I'm just gonna fill this out so you can see something pretty darn cool on the back end. Let's just go over here, and then the HOA, let's say it's 400. All right, so now I've created the listing. All right, so I could go through and create the additional listing, which if I went through this through this entire 1, 2, 3 system, the step, then it will actually create a single property website for me. That's right, it will actually create a phenomenal one. But guess what? I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll do that in another video, but right now I would much rather show you what happens when you upload images. So I'm gonna take some images real quick. I'm gonna go over here. I already have these images selected, so this way you don't have to see me stumble through all the images. Now I'm gonna put one quick pause on the video because this is gonna take a couple of minutes in order for these to process, because if I click through here, oops, did I X out of that one? I think I X'd out of that one. So let me find the other one real quick. Was it this one? Yeah. All right, I put it back in the queue. So if I click over here, it's gonna say processing in progress. So I'm gonna show you the before and after, but it will take a couple of minutes in order for this to process. In the meantime, I wanna show you what it looks like from a single property website. So from a landing page perspective or a squeeze page, whatever you wanna call it. Check this out. This was created instantly, and what you're gonna notice is the images have already been done. So I didn't even have to wait for them to happen. This just gets faster every single time. But as you can see here, you have the for sale. It's a house, obviously, 4 beds. And if I had gone through and filled out everything that I needed to, it would put some additional information here. But as you can see, it's branded to me. As you can see here, you can request a tour, you can contact me. You have the payment calculator. All of this was created instantly. You saw that right now. But I am gonna give this plenty of time. The thumbnails are done, so that's awesome. But I am gonna give this plenty of time to render the entire thing, because if I click through right now, it won't show the completed file. So I'm gonna give this about two more minutes, and I'll come back to you. All right, so welcome back. Now I want to come clean with you right off the bat. This is actually a lot of minutes since we first did the first part of this video and when I'm recording again. I ended up getting a phone call and got distracted in the middle of the recording as I was waiting for this to happen. So just know that it'll take a couple of minutes for this to process, but it won't take too long. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew that there was a little bit of a gap, substantial gap, but at the end of the day, this was ready in a couple of minutes. So anyway, let's go. So the photos that we used, I will pull up the originals so you can see the difference. So let me see, where are we? Right here. Pull up the originals. So this was the original. It's a better way of showing it. So this was the original. Up here, you can see the sky was added, and you can see a lot more greenery was put on here. And then you can see how over here we had a lot of tower marks. So this was kind of whitewashed away. And the rest of it was, I mean, it came out pretty awesome. It came out pretty awesome. So here, I like the distinction. All right, so that was one home. Let's check out the other one. All right, so this was an interior shot. There, of course, it works with interior shots as well. So I want to pull that up real quick. Let's see how big of a difference this made. Now, many of these are going to be subtle if you're talking about the inside. Where it works drastically is if you really screw up the image. So you can see here, the ground or the tile looks a lot better. There's better lighting over here. This presents a lot better. So there's a lot of shadow here, but here it just amplifies the light. So I like that. So it makes this a lot wider. There's some light back there, so it does clean it up. Now, this is not gonna cartoonish your images. So that is some of you are maybe thinking, well, I want it to be more drastic. Well, if you take a picture, a quality picture is used to enhance it. It's not gonna do the entire redesign. So a lot of the picture taking is your all the picture taking is your responsibility. What this is doing is enhancing it. So just want to make sure that I set appropriate expectations because that matters. All right, so the other image right here, go right here, zoom in. Whoops, I don't know what I'm doing there. I don't know what that's about. How do you get rid of that? Okay, so we see the sky, gave us some sky with some clouds, and then it made even though this was kind of green already, it made that greener, and then it kind of whitewashed the driveway. So you see the difference right there. It looks so much better, doesn't it? Alrighty, so that's another one. Let's go to the next one. All right, so this one was one that lacked a lot of light. So let's see what it did with it. Over here. All right. So here, you can see it lacked some light, so it kind of made the walls a little bit more pronounced. So it added some light there. You can kind of see what's going on here now. See a little bit more light. I mean, it enhances it. So I can see the changes, I can see the difference. This one is not as pronounced as the outside shots, but I do like that this actually presents a lot better than what you had to begin with. So let's keep going. And then this one was the original kitchen shot. I think this was actually from the same house. Okay, that was not the original. This was the original, my bad. All right, so it was from the same house. So you see here, added some more light up here. Made the cabinets a little bit lighter just to kind of bring them back to a little bit forward into the picture. And then it brought in some light over here. So again, these are enhancements. It's not designed to redo everything. Whoops, I don't know what I did. All right, so let's go to the next one. Well, that is a good image. What did we originally upload? And this was the original. I know this is a dusk shot that what happened here? But I like this a lot more than that. I mean, look at the difference. Maybe this is a personal preference. You may be thinking, oh, Jaime, nah, I like this original one better. Then I would question your character. I'm kidding. I like it. I mean, just look at the difference. All right, I like it. Alrighty, so let's go to the next one. How many more do we have? I think this one's the final one. All right, so let's go to the original. The original had some gray sky up there. And keep in mind, some of you are paying $2, at least $2, for image enhancement. But this was done within a couple of minutes, and you don't have to pay for that. You don't have to pay per individual one. This is something that's already included. It's an additional feature to already running ads, the additional feature to social media marketing done for you, basically. It's just so many different aspects that you can use dscribe for. Check that out. It's a different look. So I think that was it, right? Yeah, so again, just wanted to really showcase the image enhance feature that is included already with dscribe. There's so many different elements. Artificial intelligence to write your property descriptions, the social media marketing, the content's already done there for you. Facebook ads launcher, launch ads in 2 clicks, and we have so many more features coming down the road. So really excited. There is a free trial link down below, so I encourage you to check that out and also lock in your early adopter rate, because it will go up. Just giving you a heads up, it's gonna go up right now. You're getting a heck of a deal for everything that you have access to.